Notice the curved line, and that was a railroad siding.
We have had a lot of questions about Buffville.
This small community had many names: Buff City, Buffton, Buffington, and finally Buffville, a town that evolved when the Kansas Buff Brick and Manufacturing Company built a brick plant in 1903. The brick plant was between Altoona and Neodesha.
I believe they're interested in it because it's a former way of the past. It was industry that is completely, basically gone in this part of the county, in this part of the country. And people are just interested in the past.
One member of the audience, Marilyn Pryor, was originally born in Buffville, Kansas.
I was just interested in it and wanted to know if anybody else had lived there or my folks moved there when they got married in 34, so it was closed, but my dad did some work around the area.
What appeals to me most about history is the stories.
I had an aunt and uncle that lived there that I visited off and on, and I always thought it was interesting because they had no indoor plumbing, and that was not a thing I was used to.
The Kansas Buff Brick and Manufacturing Company sold out to the United Brick and Tile Company in 1929, and the plant closed. The post office closed in 1943, and the last students went to school there in about 1950.
I have good memories of it, and my folks was raised about 2 miles east of 75 Highway there, so they were acquainted with Buffville over the years, and that's why they moved there.
By the 1970s, there were very little evidence that a thriving community once stood on this land west of Highway 75. In Fredonia, Carrie Worthen, KOAM News.